Welcome to Grimm Gals
Spice Edition. Get ready to get
naughty. Dun, 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 dun. Today our guest is Nelly Love.
Hello.
My name is Nelly Love. I'm from Florida. I'm a Cancer. July 5th. Birthday's coming. Very excited. I'm an out-of-work mermaid currently, but forever a burlesque dancer and a massage therapist, yoga instructor, teach swim lessons right now because that's what an out-of-work mermaid does. I'm sorry I stopped talking to the camera.
Oh, you're fine. Talk to whoever you want to talk to. But also a comedian, a performer of many talents.
Yes.
Yes. We love it.
I do so much I can't even keep track.
I know. Jacqueline of all trades.
Jacqueline? I never heard that one
I don't know. I
before.
might have made it up.
I love it.
Jacqueline. Oh my God. So super happy to have you here. I know Valeria has a lot of questions she wants to ask you.
Yeah, like how long you been a mermaid?
Well, until we died, because we are in Grimm Gals, so we got to bring it all back to that, right? 7 years.
Wow, that's a long time.
Yeah, it was a really long time. It was definitely not anything I ever thought.
Were you a swimmer prior?
Yeah.
You were a swimmer.
Yeah, I was a competitive swimmer in high school. I played water polo. I was a lifeguard. I taught swim lessons.
Oh yeah, there you go.
It's a good fit.
Water aerobics. Yes, I've always been in the water. I used to go to sleep in my bathing suit and wake up and be like, "Let's go, ready to go to the beach." And I'd put on boots.
Oh
with
my
it because
God.
that, of course, is what you wear to the beach. And yeah, I was always ready to swim. Put me in the water.
God. Well, you Cancer. Yeah, you little water.
Where exactly in Florida did you grow up? Like here in South Florida or
Hollywood.
Oh, okay. Oh, me too. I'm from Hollywood.
Oh,
I love Hollywood. I call it Hollywood.
Oh, where?
So I grew up in off of Sheridan Street and Dixie Highway.
I was on Sherman Street.
Sherman Street. Okay, yeah, because they're all the street. Yeah,
yeah.
you're like probably in that little area. Coolidge Street specifically.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you were right
Coolidge
down
Street.
the road.
Yeah. That's fun.
How
Oh,
funny.
so
That's adorable.
funny.
My little Hollywood girls. I love it.
Oh, I love it too.
See, Nelly Love. It's a theme. We love.
It is. Well, the Spice Edition, we've talked a lot about love. And on this episode, we're kind of going to talk about money or love. What are your thoughts on maybe pay for play? Is that a thing? Or like just in general, like, yeah, how do you feel? Because like burlesque, in a sense, is
Sensual art.
yeah, I wouldn't quite call it sex work because it's performing in it's almost like like no burlesque artist ever wants to be called a stripper. Like that's like a big no I know from burlesque. They're like, we are not. We're burlesque artists, whatever. Where in the end, it's like,
Can we talk about that real quick?
sure.
I
Yeah.
think that's kind of baloney. You know,
Yeah.
like you're taking your clothes off. You're a stripper.
Yeah.
I heard Tempest Storm, I think, say that once. She was like, "We're strippers.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we are." So to not want to be put in that, why?
Well, that's my thought is as I'm asking it, because I've had people say we're not strippers, and so I'm always like, yeah, they're not strippers. But then I'm like, why does it matter if you're a stripper? Like, why is this a negative thing to be? Like,
Well, burlesque dancers are not taking off all their clothes. They have like really nice clothes on. Maybe they take some of it off, right? But they always have something on, right? They don't get completely naked,
they
usually
just
a
pasty and a
pasties,
thong,
which
yeah.
is so fun. I mean, I think that's fun.
I
It
think
is
so
fun.
too. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like sex work adjacent. You know.
Yeah,
It's-
sex work
That's what I was gonna say. It's not quite exactly because it's like it's sex work that you can bring your grandma.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. Which is always fun.
Yeah.
That's always my favorite because grandma's usually done that.
Yeah.
And she's got stories for days.
And
they're
she
always
loves it.
like, "Oh my God, this is like my childhood." Well, hopefully not their childhood, but
Right.
their youth. This
Yeah.
is their youth.
Wait,
The
how long have you
good
been
old days.
burlesque dancing? How long have you been doing that?
So I got into burlesque dancing maybe 2013, 2014, and then I stopped doing it for a really long time, and then I got into the mermaid thing.
Oh, okay.
So it was off and on for a little while now. I do a show called Poetry and Burlesque. I haven't done it in a while. I do it all myself, so I gotta wait till I get a raise or a bonus before I can put it on again, as you guys understand.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, It's so awesome. You guys do this, so you come and you make shit happen, and you're always out, always performing, always getting things done, always promoting other women. So nicely done. I really appreciate that. Respect that. I forgot where were we talking about?
Yeah, no, you're fine. It was a whole journey. So we were talking about burlesque, and so your poetry. It is hard producing and being a one-woman show and doing the whole thing. And sometimes you do have to kind of step in, step out with like, okay, I want to do my art, but I need to get paid, and so it might need to take a break, or my art might need to shift a little bit so I can get paid for it. You know.
And so then we can get back onto the topic, which is sex for pay. So 2020 got real. So a lot of us had to make a lot of decisions to make things happen. And I started webcamming, and I got to learn about that whole world. I don't like masturbating online or on film. When you're doing that kind of stuff, guys want the video camera right here. Like, of
course they do.
It's the craziest angle ever, and it's highly uncomfortable. But it did pay my rent when it needed to pay my rent. So I totally understand why that happens.
So you went straight to webcamming, not like OnlyFans, not whatever. It was just like, did you already know someone doing it, and so that's how you, or you just Googled and you're like, okay, this is where I'm going.
So I dabbled in it maybe 5 years before 2020. Just because I didn't really know what it was, and it sounded interesting, and I was getting divorced at the time, so I was going through also. I was like, okay, well, maybe I can work from home.
The dream.
And just everything I do, it just wasn't a priority. So then when we were all stuck at home, if we had nothing else to do, okay, well, maybe this will be fun. And it was. Getting paid to masturbate.
Oh, it's very cool.
Especially because like on a webcam, no one's actually there to
interact
or touch
contaminate
you or anything. Yeah.
But then you get the energy of it, or I should say, like, the echoing of it is probably more what it is. Yeah, definitely. Like, I went to the grocery store one time, and there was a guy just sitting in front in his car, jerking off. And I've never seen anything like that before or since. But when I was doing that, it felt like all of these sexual things were coming my way.
Interesting.
Which is definitely interesting because you're on the internet. It can be anywhere. I was trying to do naked yoga just to bring people
so that guy
in.
masturbating in the car was masturbating to you?
No, he was just looking for kicks.
Oh, okay. Looking for kicks.
Who's gonna see me? Is it gonna be you?
Did he look at you when you saw him? Was he like trying to find someone to look at while he was jerking off? Like,
honestly, I saw his penis and I just ran into the store. Strange penis. Go.
Strange penis. Strange penis. Run.
Get out of here.
Penis. It's never alert. Penis alert.
It's never the penises you want.
Right. But if we saw some titties though, it would be like, okay, my day's better now.
Hi, girl. Yeah. Need a coffee?
That's funny.
So yeah, that was totally fun. Then the world wasn't ending, so things started to get back to normal. I started working for a it was called, I don't remember what it was called, but it was Pornhub. I don't even want to know if those videos are out there.
Wait, is that true or you were just kidding?
That
was so good.
Close. It was. You would write in like your fantasy, and we would make the videos for it.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I filmed some of those for a creator, and they were so fun.
They're super fun. It's super fun.
Well, what's an example of one or?
So I worked. You probably don't know her, but there's a very famous or pretty famous modern porn star named Annabelle Rogers, and she got famous because she's gigantic natural boobies.
Her boobs.
Huge, just like G's. I don't even know what letter, but huge natural boobs.
Yeah.
And so almost all of her porn was about her boobs. And one video that I shot for her, A guy wrote in, and it's like it's a lot of sci-fi stuff. It's a lot of like, because they're kind of nerds, and that's whatever, and it's adorable. And he had a whole fetish. Anyway, so he wrote a whole script with dialogue and everything that we shot about her boobs growing to the point of just like they were like exploded.
Oh, exploded.
Well, not full explosion, but like almost gonna burst. And then I think like at the end, like she like came, like we made it look like her boobs like squirted, you know.
That is hilarious.
But because she has so much boob, we had to like first try to like tape them down and like make them really small or look small, and then finally like get a little bigger, and like do all these tricks with physically, and then I was like, okay, now I need to actually go and post and like animate them so her boobs got bigger and bigger and bigger.
Also, like the angle's probably like down here. It's like these gigantic.
Wow.
But it was so.
See this, actually.
But it was so fun. Well, that's the thing about it is like that video, because it was a privately bought video. It's like he only has that. Like no one else has it. I'm like,
let me ask you a question about that. Do they sign something saying that he's not gonna recreate that and post it on YouTube? Or
I mean,
they
want it's like their vision and their thing, like, and they pay a lot of money for it. That it's kind of like, I think it's their like they want it for themselves. Maybe they'll show some of their friends, but I don't think
they're not allowed
it's like a possession.
To, like, give it to Pornhub. Like they're not allowed to do that. Like, can she like sue if she finds it on Pornhub or something?
I mean, all of her videos are on Pornhub. Like she's a Pornhub. Like she's been awarded on Pornhub.
So.
Yeah. Like
how about somebody who like is not like in that world? They just want to they just do private porn videos. Like
you're always taking a risk if you're in that world that it will leak. There's like anyone on any kind of site has been leaked in some way, even if you're just showing your butt, like it's gonna come out. Like people, because even if like some people don't do that much. Some people just like they're just shaking their ass, and that's all they do is shake their ass, and they got a nice ass, and they shake their ass, and they stick to shaking their ass. But those videos are gonna come out, and you just have to know going into it that's probably gonna happen at some point. So don't go into it if you're not willing to. Have your parents see you in that way.
Yeah. Sorry, Dad.
Yeah. I remember I posed for a photographer because I used to pose for photographers when I was younger because I was a photographer. So like I was like, it's just art. Like who cares? And I posed for one photographer, not realizing he was gonna like actually use my real name, like because I had like a stage name that was for my dancing days that like most photographers posted under that. But for whatever reason, he used like my real name. And I remember my dad saw the photos and it was.
How did your dad see the photos?
Because my dad's like better at technology than I am. He is like a computer wizard. I remember him calling me and he was just like, or maybe he like sent them to me and then called me because I knew immediately when we talked like what it was about. And he was just like, you got to get this down and you need to never do this again. And my dad's scary. So I was just like.
All dads scary? Like I feel like all dads are a little scary.
But my dad's like,
you better.
Some dads are wrapped around their daughter's fingers.
Some guys are. Some dads are just scary because they're dads, and some dads are scary because like they're scary people in the world. And my dad's a scary person in the world. So I was just like, so I was a little bit like, yeah, I'm gonna get this down, and I'm probably never gonna do this again. Did I do it again years later? Sure, but I took a long gap before.
Yeah.
And then at that point, I was way more adult, and I was like, if they see, like, I posed like a couple years ago for a photographer, but I'm like, these are like oil paintings. They're so gorgeous. Like, please look at them. Like, they're so pretty at this point. I would hang it in my dad's wall at this point. Like, I'm like, this is so beautiful. If you can't see this as art, you're a pervert, and you probably are a pervert. But like, fuck off, you know.
With me.
Yeah. Wait, so now that's what you were doing. You're about to get into that.
You're about to get into that hot stuff.
The fantasy videos.
Oh, no. So I was taking the sales.
Oh, okay.
So they were sending me the request, and then I was sending it to the people that needed. Somehow I managed to like sidestep my way all the way to this sales gig. I don't know. For the porn industry. I have no idea how I did this.
So you were taking I want this video, and you were then finding the girl to make the video.
Well, yeah, I would. It was a process. So I had to make sure that they would provide, like, if there was a costume, a certain type of sneaker.
Right.
It was a lot of fetish stuff. So it was a lot of foot fetish stuff. So I'd have to ask the model. I'd have to get her the costume. They'd have to pay the things. I'd have to make sure, like, who was okay with doing whatever it was. Some
It's
things.
work. It's a lot of work.
Yeah.
But
it was
also
crazy
very professional.
and interesting.
Like, because it's normally not that like all the shit I was doing, we were very like underground, like
Yeah.
very like do it yourself. Like it was me, her, and her husband. It wasn't like a big team. There was no sales team doing this stuff. So that's like whatever company you're working for, that was like a legit business.
Yeah, it was pretty. He was very organized, and he was always trying to find space for me, which was very sweet of him because I'm not a sex worker. I'm just a sex worker adjacent.
Yeah, adjacent.
Sex worker
That's like
adjacent.
my comedy show. It's not in a strip club. It's strip club adjacent.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Perfect.
I would tell the people at this show, you know, we're not the dirty South, but if you want to get ready for the dirty South, you come to us first, and then you go to the dirty South. We'll show you the way.
What do you clarify as the dirty South?
Well, like down in Miami, where you can go see some like hardcore, awesome, amazing pole gymnasts.
Oh, yeah.
Naked gymnasts doing
Yeah,
all the
yeah.
things.
They do
And
crazy shit. Yeah.
oh, it's amazing.
Yeah.
It's so impressive. It's so athletic.
so
It is.
athletic.
Oh my
So much
God.
upper
Yeah.
body strength.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. And they're just up there twirling
Yeah.
around, looking gorgeous, doing their thing, upside down, no water to
Yeah.
lift anything. And
Have you ever stripped?
no, not like that. When I first got out of high school, I had a friend. Her mom was the house mom of the strip club. So we would hang out there in the dressing rooms, and the strippers would give us makeovers and all this fun
Aw,
stuff.
love it.
And I started doing massages and
In the
then
strip club.
in the strip
Yeah.
club, but I only wanted to do the girls. So they encouraged me to go out on the floor because I'd make more money out there, but I didn't really. I was like,
Yeah.
I don't really. I'm 18. Leave me alone. I'm here to help you. But I did it anyways, just because. Why not? And the manager came up to me and he was like, he whispered in my ear. He was like, every girl here is a potential dancer, so don't think you can just think you'll get by. And then I never went back.
Yeah. There's always some creep that
I never
ruins a
went back.
good time.
Aw.
Man. That sucks. That sucks.
That's all right.
Yeah.
It's probably for the best, you know.
The massage girls can make really good money in those clubs, and they're
yeah.
just massaging people's shoulders. But
Oh,
it's
yeah.
it's hard. I mean, you're a masseuse. You're a masseuse.
Well, let me
Mhm.
So it's a lot of work.
Let me ask you about that because I had a friend who also was a professional masseuse, and she had her little her massage thing in her home. But later on, I found out because I never heard something about her that she not only was doing massage, but she was also doing happy endings.
Ooh.
Yeah, and
Spicy.
yeah, and I was like, what? But she would get paid as she told me, like, for the massage and the happy ending, like $400, $600 with tip. I was like,
Wow.
bitch, are you sure you're just doing a happy ending with your hand? Like, I don't know what. So no, I want to ask you: do you give happy endings or not? Strictly massage.
I don't cross those two
Oh,
lines.
okay,
I'm a sports therapist. I'm a fascial release
Ah.
therapist. I help pain out of the shoulders and areas, and then I don't go that way.
Mm.
I'm not against people who go that way. I may have set up a video where it may have gone that way. But yeah, with that massage therapist, we can lose our license. It's a really big deal. So I've tried to we don't cross those streams. Human trafficking is a huge deal down here, especially in the massage therapy industry.
Really?
Oh yeah.
How?
All sorts of reasons. People come here thinking they're gonna get their citizenship, and then they end up in a brothel.
Oh,
like kind
they
of
say
thing.
come here and be a massage
You're
therapist.
here coming to be a massage therapist, and then
They get stuck in a brothel somewhere. Yeah, because the
All
human
sorts of-
trafficking must be on the peak. Because I went to the doctors. I've been going to like a dentist. I went to like an eye doctor. I went to different places, and they have signs that say human
Yeah.
trafficking is real. And I was like, this is crazy. I don't remember seeing these signs when I was younger.
And
Yeah, there was just a girl who posted on TikTok the other day that she was just like a couple days ago in Miami leaving the club. got an Uber because she didn't drive because she was drinking. Got an Uber. It was a female driver, and she realized, like, even though she was drunk, she was like, they're not taking me home right now. Like, it's not the route of going home. So she like called her friend, and she was like, I think like the Uber's not taking me home.
Scary.
And she kept going to the woman, like, where are we going? This isn't the way. And the woman was just silent. And then she was just like freaked out. And then she realized she was taking her to the airport. And then she just got out of the moving car, like right before the car stopped at the airport, and ran to like the security. And she just was just like told them what happened. And they were like, yeah, there's a lot of traffic and you did the right thing.
Yeah.
But let me ask you a question, because like, but she called this cab on Uber, so I guess she was.
So
too
it was
drunk
actually
to check?
Lyft. It was Lyft.
Lyft?
And
Okay.
so she reported the driver. She reported it to the police. So like, hopefully that person is not driving for Lyft anymore. But like,
they probably disappeared.
Because
I know, who knows if that was even the real person driving that car.
Right.
Like you
That
can.
could be anybody.
So scary.
Yeah.
Super scary.
You know, I freak out too. Like, so I'll take Lyft when I need to, like, to go. You know, when I can't get somebody like drive me somewhere, and I always kind of freak out a little bit when they don't take the normal route. I'm always like checking my GPS. I'm always like making sure they're actually taking me where I want to go, because it's a little creepy.
Yeah. There's a whole lawsuit against a lot of Uber and Lyft drivers for sexual, especially when you're drunk, because they take advantage of people and all that stuff. It's like you don't want to drunk drive, but then you're risking your life going into these cars. It's rough.
That's the problem. That's the problem with sex.
So
for
no
money.
happy endings.
Sex for money.
That's
I love it. I like how she's tied it together. I love it. You're right. You're really kind of risking a lot.
Yeah. It's risky. It's risky work, but there's reward, and there's that's the thing.
If you can have complete control over it and it's your choice, I think it's cool.
Yeah.
And that's what's interesting about the internet and sexy work.
Yeah.
You don't have to interact with anybody.
Yeah, no one's there.
So unless someone's really good at technology and they're going to track you and do that whole thing, which could also happen.
Yeah.
They're seeing your face. Obsession gets real. There's a lot of danger with it. But that's the one thing that definitely kind of keeps that barrier. So you're still... At least you have a better mirage of safety, and you have a lot more control of it because you have control over the money too.
Right.
Yeah.
There's no third party, fourth party unless you're on a certain.
No,
there's no director, there's no producer who's actually your pimp,
Yeah.
which also happens. You think you're signing up for a job to, do a foot fetish video, and it turns out you're getting trapped by a pimp to get drugged and to do whatever the fuck else he wants you to do.
Yeah.
It's really scary.
It's really scary. That's why I think more women need to be a part of the sex industry, specifically.
Like a union?
Just like being producers, being directors of the porn industry, being
regulated
brothel owners, and
honestly, everyone's always told me to be like a madame, because they're like, and they think I'm a madame all the time. Like I have so many like hook me up with a girl, and I'm just like, that's not my job.
No, I would love to see you doing that. She could be your assistant.
But I would, and I've, like I said, I've shot OnlyFans stuff for girls plenty of time. Like I'm not in that world.
More female photographers.
Yeah,
need
so
to
that's
happen.
one huge reason why I started shooting this kind of women and portraits and that stuff.
It feels more safe with the woman.
Was once I came to Florida, I was not shooting that stuff in New York at all. I was doing more documentaries. I was doing like products. I was doing not at all anything to do with bikinis and women in lingerie
so that's
or anything.
Just South Florida. We're just like
I came to South Florida and I was looking at what
I was gonna say lame.
Yeah, very boring work in New York. Very boring work in New York. And then I came to Florida and I was like, what's here?
OnlyFans, titties, pussy.
What's the demand? What are people wanting?
Sex.
And all I saw were boobs and butts and like all this stuff. And I was like, wow, this is amazing.
Yeah.
And then I looked at who was shooting.
Yes.
I looked at who was shooting it, and it was all these creepy dudes.
Yeah.
And I was
they're
like,
all
oh no, like no.
If I wanted some porn shot, I'd rather you do it for me, Abby.
And that's why I went into doing that. It wasn't because like I That was why I moved here. My drive, I was like, oh
You
no,
sure?
this can't be happening. Why the hell is this bald Billy fucking shooting these babes? Like, this is messed up. So
Damn, you for a movement, Abby. I think you should be the number one, like, erotic.
Yeah,
well,
I'm gonna
it's
hire
hard
you.
because
I'm hiring you.
yeah, it is hard though because this is my job, so I charge. I don't,
Yeah,
like I but
course.
and it's
As
not
you
even that
should.
it's not even that I have to charge crazy, but because there's creepy men out there, they'll shoot it for free because they just
Oh.
want to see the girls, and that's why that industry will never not be that is because females are going to be like, "Yeah, but pay me."
Yeah.
And so, like, there could be something like if I were to ever start this, I would be like, okay, you don't have to pay me up front, but then we're taking a piece. It's kind of like that. It's like I'm your agent now, and now I take
Yeah.
a piece out of what you're making.
You're
I'll
gonna be
shoot it. But
Madame Abby Bullen.
She needs a
yeah,
percentage.
I've had OnlyFans agents reach out to me about recruiting girls for them, but I'm just like I
No,
just
it's a little
don't trust
scary.
it.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah,
trust
sketchy.
what.
Fuck OnlyFans.
Yeah.
They
Mm.
they censor your words. Like,
Really?
Yeah, I was writing a little piece of erotica,
Mm.
and I tried to use the word torture to explain time, and it wouldn't let me use the word.
Mm.
It wouldn't let me use the word torture. But I wasn't even talking about torture. I was talking about time. Read the fucking sentence, algorithm. It's just saw the word torture,
AI.
and it said, no,
Yeah.
you're not allowed to use this word. And it's so hard to write anything good when you can't use words.
Yeah.
And why are you canceling my words?
Well,
the
I would
fuck?
think in that
It's like an
sense, and
AI
I don't know
thing.
all the words that you were
Yeah.
trying to use, but in that sense, I'm like, maybe they're trying to protect
Well,
somebody.
that's definitely why, but also, fuck that. This is OnlyFans. You're not supposed to be on that shit anyways. You're not supposed to. Why are you taking away words?
Yeah.
So it's only going to be pussy and titties. We're not going to be allowed to use fucking words. It's like, it's canceling out books. It's the same thing. It's putting more and more restrictions on people so they can't express themselves.
Okay.
Even
I
in a
hear ya.
place where you're supposed to be able to express yourself.
Yeah.
And it's all because the banks own it now.
Yeah. It's insane that the banks
Mhm.
own it. So what about you're massaging someone and boy, oh boy, are you liking what is spread out on that table? What do you do, Nelly?
She stays professional, it seems.
And then get the number or
Well,
get a peeky peek? What's happening?
So
Oh.
I technically, I can say I've always been an angel when it comes
Aw.
to
I love
massage,
that.
Bullshit.
but I've
I call bullshit.
definitely have wanted to bite people.
Oh.
and did not. I've
Bite.
definitely because you just see their like
Buns.
booty or their chest or like their back or something
Mm.
wonderful, and you're just like.
Ah.
You're in there, right?
Oh, yeah.
That's so cute.
So the
But that's
fantasy
innocent.
is
That's innocent.
definitely
I like that.
going on.
Have you
but-
ever hooked up with a client after, like, not obviously if you're dating someone, you might massage them, but like vice versa? Like, did you ever meet someone in a massage and then you're like, oh, I would date this person or fuck this person?
I accidentally went on a date with somebody after.
Accidentally. You like how she's accidentally fell
I
into
can
his
see
that.
lap?
I totally get you. I get that. Her intentions were not to do it, but it just happened naturally.
So they asked me how I was doing, and I said I just got dumped,
Aw.
Aw.
and I was sad, and they were my friend, but they were also my client.
Mm.
So when I said I got dumped, they were man listening and heard, I'm single now, you want to go out with
Of
me?
course they did. Of course they did.
So then we were just talking, and he asked me if I wanted to go grab a beer. So I'm like, let's go grab a beer. You're my friend. You feel bad for me. But he was not saying that. So like halfway through our date, he said, you know we're on a date, right? I'm not getting in the fucking friend zone. And I was like, oh.
Wow, that's so aggressive.
But he kind of had to be at that
Yeah, at
point.
that
If
point, he was
you're
like-
like friends for so long and you massage him, you basically have seen him probably naked
And he's
ish,
60.
and then oh,
And he's a dog.
Oh.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
we left out some key details. Okay?
Yeah, there's-
Like,
Those weren't important to the story at the
Yeah.
time.
So did you end up?
Going out with him?
Mm-hmm.
For real? Well,
Yeah.
yeah, we went out.
Okay.
We went out
Okay.
again
Okay.
after
You
I
realized you were
realized
on a
we
date.
were on a date. And then he gave me this list.
I was
Oh,
gonna watch
that.
that.
I love
All
the
right, what is
transition.
this
Let's do this. Let me
list?
see this list. I'm so curious.
Okay.
Also, 60. Silver fox over
Ooh,
there.
a silver fox.
Do you like older men?
I like men.
It's pasta. I like it all.
Yeah, it's really funny.
Right?
I don't really have a type. You have to be intelligent and you have to make me laugh.
I love that.
I'm very Jessica Rabbit about that shit. Like he makes me laugh, and that turns me on more than anything. And we have to be able to have conversation. Of course, like I can't be the smart one. If I'm the smart one, we are fucked.
I feel you.
I
I feel you
feel
on that.
that.
I feel you on that.
Like
I
I'm
like that.
very smart, but also
Yeah.
one of the hottest things ever. I missed this guy, but he, whatever. He had to be an asshole, but that's okay. We were out having a beer, and he did jujitsu or something. And there was this guy. He stood right next to me, and he was kind of like blocking my date from getting next to me. And it was just kind of weird. So I was gonna mess with him, and I was gonna fuck with his ear. And this guy like grabs my hand, like he jujitsu'd me out of the way, and he holds my hand, and he's like, "Anything you start, I have to finish." And I was just like. Later on that night, he kind of had this altercation. It wasn't really an altercation. He just recognized someone that might be a little like Nazi-y.
Oh, okay.
And he was
Didn't
like,
see that coming.
Nazi. What does that mean?
So like he kind of had like a skinhead vibe going on. He was wearing
Okay.
something that might have been an emblem for that, but it ended up not being. And the way
Okay.
he was looking at him, it was just very like
Aggressive.
pit bull, like I'm gonna eat your. So I got in his attention, and I was like, anything you start, I have to finish.
That's cute.
So
Very
it's like
cute.
a little role play reversal, yes.
I love it.
So this is a list of 8 pages long, front and back, of
Wow, front and back.
different fetishes and or kinks, depending on if you need them or not, and a yes or no, and then the rating of what your yes or no is. So it might be a no, but it doesn't mean you won't do it again.
Right, like a scale 1 to 10. Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
So
Let's read.
Some
Let's
of
read.
them-
Let's read them.
Yeah, let's read them.
You don't
Let's
have
read
to.
them.
We can go around and say all of our answers.
Yeah, I want to look. Okay, yeah, see.
here we'll split it up. Here,
Okay.
you take those.
Okay.
You take these. We don't have to read my answers.
Okay,
You
we'll
can
skip,
read
but
your own.
we'll
I like
we'll say our own.
We could go around.
Okay.
And the
I love
backs
that
are-
the first one on my list is rape, which
Has no answer.
has no answer. But I got
I'm
a
kinda
rape.
into
I
that.
like when
Like
it's
in a
like
fun, safe way.
intentional.
What is-
I like a little rape.
Yeah, of course,
Like
intentional.
consensual,
yes. Consensual.
which is the opposite of rape. But like when you
That's
know,
what they call it.
Yeah.
Consensual,
Yeah.
non-consensual.
Yeah, exactly. Well, it's like you're with somebody and it's like
Yeah.
a little what is it called? A story play or whatever.
Yeah, I totally have like a
play.
kidnap fantasy.
totally.
Oh, it's so
Oh,
hot.
so
Oh,
hot.
jeez.
And there's like a
So-
safe word if things get too intense, like and then it's
all right,
respectful. Anyway.
what's your list?
Okay, mine starts with mouth bits.
Bites.
Oh, bites. Okay,
I think
mouth
it says
bites.
bits, but or unless it means like a horse
wow.
bite. Does it?
Oh, a mouth bite. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
maybe it does
definitely
mean-
what
Shit,
that
I don't know
means.
about no.
Do you want that?
Okay, you know what? I actually like the nipple clamps. I'm
yeah,
actually into that.
nipple stuff is good.
The nipple stuff is great. I actually like the nipple stuff. Like,
I
if
love
you,
that-
Do you guys like getting your nipples like
Yeah.
twisted, like hard?
Yeah.
I
I don't like
came
it that
once.
hard.
It was crazy.
No,
I
I'm
didn't
into
know
that.
happened.
Yeah.
Yeah. When sometimes like I don't want it to be like fucking painful, but like I like a little bit of a rough nipple.
I like it twisted, but I don't like it like I had somebody like stupidly like almost feel like they're gonna rip my tits
Oh,
off.
no,
Like,
that's
that
not
was
fun.
not
That's not
good.
fun.
Jesus Christ.
That was not good.
Ooh, oral anal play / rimming.
Oral anal play.
But that's
Yeah.
rimming specifically.
Yeah,
That's a yes.
Maybe.
that's a yes.
Yeah.
Well, I like
Wait,
that mine.
To get it or to give it? Would you anal
Um,
rim
I mean,
give?
Yeah.
you know, if it's the right situation, sure. You know what I mean? Like, of course, if it's clean and
Oh,
I'm with
yeah.
this person.
Goes
We're
without
hoping
saying.
everything
Everybody's
is clean. Let's hope.
Unless
course.
on here it
Orgasm
says.
control, orgasm denial.
Oh yeah.
Hell no. Outdoor scenes is a no for me. 0. I hate that shit. Pain severe?
I like that I have fisting anal is also like my page is hardcore as fuck.
Okay, you know, mine's a little bit like
I like how some of it's like forced homosexuality, forced
Yeah,
heterosexuality.
I
That's
kind of
And
like
I'm
that.
gonna-
I
but
kind of like hot actually.
I kind of like you telling me to fuck someone. You telling me to go fucking do that.
Yeah.
eat her pussy. It's like
That's a
okay.
thing.
Oh my god,
I
yeah.
love it.
Forced nudity private, forced nudity around
I
others.
kind of like. I
Auctions
kind of like
for-
this page.
All the forced is good. I
Auctions
just-
Yeah.
for charity. Auctions for charity.
Ooh,
That's kinda hot,
That is
actually.
hot.
Why
That is
would-
money for love, baby.
There we go.
And you're
Ooh.
loving giving back.
Bathroom use control. Oh, have you been peed on?
No.
Peanut?
Oh well, in the shower,
In
yeah.
the shower,
Oh.
yeah. I recall like on my leg or something, but nothing extreme. You
I got
know?
peed on in the shower and it was warm and I liked it. I think I'm just so like I don't want pee in my house or my bed that I've never
Yeah.
done it like
Yeah.
in a place.
in the middle of the living room.
But like
no.
I liked getting fucked and then peed on and then like I kind of liked
Oh,
that
interesting.
scenario.
The
but it was all
the
shower.
deprivation,
Right, right.
sexual deprivation. Oh, look, short term, long term. Huh. I like that.
Like,
li-
depriving you for sex. I would. That's a no. Do
I
not
like
do that.
this.
I don't like that.
I like the slutty clothing public. Like force me to wear something slutty and take me out. That's
Mm.
kind of hot, actually.
That's super hot.
Speculums, anal. What? Oh, is that the thing where they put it and they open it?
Oh God, yes,
No,
that
I
is
don't
what that
know.
is.
I don't know.
I don't want it. I don't want it at all.
I don't know. That no.
Boot worship, branding.
No,
Oh, God.
thank you.
And if it's not painful, sure. And if it's not permanent,
Branding
Cages?
is permanent.
Locked in a cage.
No.
I
Triple
wouldn't want that either.
penetration.
I honestly wouldn't like to put anyone in a cage either. It wouldn't make me happy.
No.
Mm-mm.
Guys, what about triple penetration? I assume that's mouth, vagina, and butt.
And not 3 in 1.
Yeah, please no 3
Oh.
dicks up your ass.
No. I think that, I mean, I don't know what this can be open for interpretation. I imagine it in your mouth,
Yes.
in
Yeah.
your butt, and then your vagina.
That's too
I'm
much
willing-
for me.
The
I
3
kind of,
holes.
I think I get into the modes of this sometimes, like 5 minutes, and then I come and I'm like, nah, I wouldn't do that in real life, though. You know
I
what
don't-
mean?
I
I
couldn't-
like watching the porn, but I wouldn't want to experience it. That's
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
many penises coming at you.
You know, it depends the penis.
I don't mind.
Depends who they
I don't mind
are.
Eiffel Tower. That's fine.
What's the
But
Eiffel
I would
Tower? What's the
One in
Eiffel
front, one
Tower?
behind, and they high five.
like you're blowing someone and getting fucked by someone. Like
I
that
would
scenario.
love to try it. It's just who the guys are. They have to be something that I feel safe
All right,
and
in
comfortable.
all of these scenarios, they're clean and we want to fuck them. Just so
Yes.
you
And
know,
they're
we're
amazing.
not.
And they're
amazing.
great. They're
None-
great penises.
Yeah, they're great
They're-
penises.
And
They know what they're
people.
doing.
Yeah.
Everything's great. Like this is.
Everything's
We're not like questioning it.
Then 100%.
Have
Give
you
me triple
ever or
penetration.
would you ever get DVP'd?
What is that?
It means 2 penises in your vagina.
It has to be small penises. They were
I know
small.
somebody who was doing that, and I was just like, I like one is totally enough. Like it's one thing to get DP'd where you're like, okay, one's in your butt, one's in your vagina. That's still a lot. But to
A
get
lot.
2 up your vagina, that's crazy to me.
I honestly think about the guys in that situation.
Oh,
and
their penises touches and rubbing on each
and
other.
they have to look at each other. They got
I don't know if they have to.
No,
I
no,
think you're
because,
still
well, you
in
weren't
between
taught-
them. You're
Yeah.
still.
Yeah, but you're like, you know, you're like, I don't imagine your face.
I don't know. It
Guys,
sounds so
Is there
hard.
a lot of eye contact and
Religious
intimacy?
scenes, I'm kind of into that. Some religion sex scenes.
Like Madonna, kind of.
Like some
I don't
Catholic,
think I'm
some really
into that.
gothic Catholic shit. I'm all like in priest, and I also feel
Ugh.
like, eh.
No,
I kind
I
of
think
like that.
priests are
actually.
so gross. Like that would not turn me on whatsoever.
I
It's so
want to be an
creepy.
innocent schoolgirl. Like, I love
I
it.
like teacher.
love
I
the
like
detention fantasy.
boss. I like
Yeah.
that stuff. But priest is gross to
I
me.
am down with it.
What do you have on your thing? Do you have anything?
Skinny dipping.
Yes.
I haven't-
Oh, this is the puppy fetish we talked about.
Caning, cattle prodding.
No.
hmm
Chains, chamber pot. I don't know what the fuck that is.
Oh my god, serving as a toilet.
Anal plugs.
Yeah, why
What the
not?
fuck is
Out in
infantilism?
Hell no.
Is that pretending you're a baby?
Yes.
Oh God.
Ew.
Serving as a toilet feces. That's a definitely negative no forever.
There's
I
a-
will never do that.
There's a brown-
Never, not even a little bit.
There's a brown shower on here.
No.
Hell no. That's
Hell
a
no.
hell no.
That's a
That's not
hell
even
no.
a little bit of fear.
What
I'm
the
not
hell
into
is
Bodily.
RCV fellation?
I have no idea.
Because it says head, but then it says RVC fellation.
RCV fellation.
Cunnilingus. Maybe it's just giving
have to
head, but
ask.
what the fuck is RC?
Yeah, what's
should,
RCV?
should I look it up?
To call him and be like,
You want me
hey,
to
Oh,
RCV?
receiving.
Oh.
Receiving. Because the one on top says give. Do you want to give head? Or do you want to get head?
serving other doms supervised.
Yes.
Hot.
Yes.
Because there's one that says unsupervised, and I'm like, no, supervised. For me.
Oh, yeah.
Hypnotism, that's scary.
Ooh, yeah, that is.
I would
scary.
not want someone to
getting
hypnotize
drugged.
me and never know what
Breast
the fuck.
whipping?
What?
Breast
What?
whipping?
I thought you said
Breast
Rice Krispies. Rice Krispies, yes, please.
You're so fucking hungry.
I
Jesus
know.
Christ. You're so funny. Having head hair? Oh.
Weight gain force. Fuck no. Weight
Oh,
gain.
remember I was talking
weight
about
loss
that?
force? Maybe. Can you force me to do that?
No. This weight gain force is a real thing, and those are those
Yeah.
women that are 800 pounds can't even
Huge.
get out of their bed. They
Their
love
men
that
feed
shit.
them. Their men feed them.
Yeah, and they want them to be so fat they can't leave the house.
That's such a
Water
control thing.
torture. This is
Yes.
fucked. You
There's
gave
some-
me the fucked up pages.
It gets crazy. It just gets crazier.
Oh, I
crazier.
forgot there's backsides.
I want a copy of this.
You can have a copy. He gave it to me as homework, and I didn't do it. And I said
Gunplay.
I
Jesus.
said I would
Gunplay?
rather take the beating than do anything a man ever tells me to do.
Ah. Gates of hell, male. What is the gates of hell?
Ew,
have-
swallowing feces? Absolutely not. Not even a little bit.
Oh my God, we're learning so much about people's kinks right
Okay,
now.
supplying new partners for Dom.
Yeah,
That's some weird psychological shit.
Yeah, that is.
But that's also like the right here, harem serving with other subs. That's kind of a similar thing. It's like,
Harems.
yeah,
That's kind of hot, maybe.
I don't want to be in a harem.
No. I imagine lots of men would find it interesting, but I think
Like a one-time thing. I'm not trying to do it like every weekend. you
I could
know?
maybe max be in like a throuple, but that's it. Like I'm not
Mm.
being in like a group just serving one person. I could be like maybe in a 3-way relationship where we're all like connected and loving
Mhm.
each other. But anything
Yeah, I
more
like
than
that.
that
A
gets like
throuple was
way
fun.
too.
When
I
you're
love the
too many
connecting
people.
and loving each other. I love that. The throuple.
yeah.
I wouldn't mind a throuple.
You're not a
actually.
slave in a throuple situation. You're
Yeah.
a slave in a harem
No,
situation.
that's fucked up.
I wouldn't mind being a slave like for a night, but not
Yeah.
like a constant.
I
thing,
feel like
you know
it's
what I mean?
very sexually specific. Like if we're out in public and you call me, like little puppy or some shit, I'm gonna punch you in the face. But
Absolutely.
but if we're
So you don't like
fucking,
public stuff. I wouldn't mind some public stuff.
I
you know
don't
what
mind public stuff if I feel you respect me and I know we're gonna do it. I know that's what's gonna happen.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
to just like, I don't know. So
yeah, of
one
course,
time
yeah.
I had a rope on under my clothes, and the person I was with forgot I gave a fuck, and they did not give a fuck, and they pulled me by my rope and brought me to my knees in front of people that I didn't know that were also very vanilla. And I was like, too far.
You didn't have a safe word?
It's amateur. That is my safe word with that person.
Amateur.
Amateur.
That's a funny safe word.
Isn't it
Because it's
funny?
like,
Yeah.
fuck you, you're an
Yeah.
amateur.
They
It's-
think
it's-
that's what it's for. and
It's
they
such a
want me
turn
to-
off. Oh no, it's such a turn off when somebody is like not following the rules, or when like you're doing some fetish, sexual stuff like that, and they do something that maybe you told them not to do, or like it wasn't something that was like scripted or whatever. It's such a turn off for me. I'd probably be like, "That's it, it's over. You're done."
The
that's
rules.
it.
You
They're-
must apply the rules.
They're trying to push me further by
Mm.
making me feel like if I have to call myself an amateur. But I walk in his house and I'm like, amateur. I'm not afraid to be an amateur. Thanks. I'm not a submissive at all in any way,
Yeah.
shape, or form. So we're both out of our elements, but that's what's fun about
Yeah.
it. And
There's
it's not
pushing- yeah.
sexual.
Mhm.
It's more just like, I don't know. It's
Some mental stuff.
it's interesting, yeah.
Mhm.
It's more like
You
a,
know, I
challenge.
feel like I'm definitely a submissive. I don't like being dominant. Like regarding all the sexy stuff, I prefer to be a submissive. Being a dominant will actually be kind of hard for me, actually, which is funny because people think I'm a dominant person, but I'm not.
I like the submissive role, but I'm not a submissive. I will tell you to fuck off. I'm not gonna let somebody take control of me unless we've already agreed
Yeah,
to that.
that's what I mean. Yeah.
Yeah, but
Not
some
unwillingly.
some people are just submissive. Like they would just love to live inside someone's attic or their basement and like crate and get taken out and put back in and
That sounds
treated.
kind of excited.
It's
exciting.
That's how they want to live. Those are like submissives. Those are hardcore.
Oh yeah, I'll do it
searching
for like a
dom.
weekend.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
Like I'm here for it for tonight, but tomorrow I gotta go to work and get back on my grind.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, no.
That's so
I'm
funny.
definitely
You don't
switch. I'm
Oh,
switch.
So you don't
A
want to be
switch.
in the attic
you can
in
go
the
back
crate
and
somewhere?
forth.
I never want to be in the attic.
No, I don't
want
to get locked away.
No, we've
For a
had,
weekend.
this comes up. This comes up often where she's kind of like, I just want to get taken care of. Like, I think at some point she needs to have a little bit of a dom.
Why don't you search that out? There's plenty of people
a
out
website?
there. Yeah,
Let
like
me
Fet
know.
Life or
Fat life?
Fet.
What is this?
Fet.
Oh,
Fet.
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 Fed life?
Fet.
Fet.
F-E-T.
Fetish.
Fetish.
Oh, okay, maybe I don't know.
Fet
I
Life.
will,
That's like
maybe.
a real popular one that lots of people or
Yeah,
go to a fetish
I never
party
heard of
or.
this shit. You know, the one time I got invited to a fetish
Oh,
party, I
what-
got sick that weekend. I couldn't go.
Oh,
I had
let's
taken
go.
everything.
They have them all the time. We'll
Yeah.
put you up on auction.
Yes.
What? What do you mean?
We'll make your fantasies
Yeah.
come true. 'Cause
Really?
the
It's called an auction, and
Well,
you just go, and then and it's like
didn't-
this lady wants to be put in a cage.
Well,
Somebody, anybody.
I mean, I'm sure I could say I have a
I
have a
wanna-
fetish idea performance.
I want a top-notch professional. I want no fucking amateur. I want somebody who has a history of experience doing it. I want somebody who's like a professional. I don't want no amateur, no like first timer. Okay, that would turn me off so hard.
I hope this.
You know what I'm saying?
I hope this episode gets you so many DMs.
I hope not. Actually, in fact, hell no. I don't want no.
I don't
idea.
know what the fuck she's talking about half the time. She says some crazy wild shit, and then I feel like if it actually happened, she'd be like, "No." So
No,
I'm like,
it's because I don't want people, the randoms on the internet, no. But
Okay,
somebody
true.
who's professional,
But,
and,
like,
and I want it to be
yeah.
discreet, obviously. I don't want the whole fucking world to know. I don't want your DMs. But, look, I hate tickling. The tickling is 100%
It's torture.
zero.
It's torture.
I don't think it's hot. I don't think it's sexy
I
to
hate
be
the
tickled.
tickling.
I don't like it.
No.
I don't like it.
I don't want the DMs. We're just having a conversation right now. You know, if I do
Oh, I
anything,
take
it's
it
going to
back.
be
I take
discreet.
it back.
Yeah, she's gonna take it back. All right,
I
so
take it back.
I'm gonna move on from this, and we're gonna talk a little bit about what the hell are those marks all over your body.
Oh, these are cupping marks.
Yes. So do you ever
For-
do that sexually?
Sexually, no.
Can you do it sexually?
I don't know how you would do it sexually.
Yeah, I don't
like,
know. Sounds like a more relaxing thing.
let me
But
try.
what about on boobies? Would it be sexual
Ooh,
on,
on the
boobies?
boobs? I think it would
I
hurt
don't
on
know.
the boobs.
We could try. Concerned.
Ah.
It's like nursing with the cuffs or something.
I
or
don't know.
the-
I've never tried it. The only thing we massage therapists all have massage guns. They happen to wander sometimes, but like the cupping, I never
Ah.
thought to
Yeah.
like put it.
I
on
wonder if I would.
places.
I feel like men would shove their dick in whatever they could. I feel like someone's had to cup balls at some point.
Oh, I don't know. I feel would that hurt?
I don't
Because
know.
it squeezes and
Balls.
pulls everything.
Yeah, but don't men sometimes like
Some
squeeze their balls
guys.
and
Yeah,
tie
some
off
guys
their
do like
balls and
that,
do
yeah.
like stuff like that?
Yeah, that's definitely a thing.
Balls.
Where they put it? What's that called? It's
pumper?
chastity. Is it
Yeah.
chastity?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Those
what does
are-
that help them do? Like not come or come harder or?
Well, someone has control over you or your penis.
Like you can't use it.
it's mine.
Oh.
Yeah, it's locked up.
Oh, really?
Won't
You're
let
my
you
prisoner.
out.
Oh, my bad. I'm thinking the ones where they put that ring around their balls or their dick.
That's a
you know what I
cock
mean?
ring.
That's a cock
Oh,
ring.
that's different.
Those
Oh,
are.
bad.
That's kind
Vocabulary.
of like the squeeze we were talking about. Makes your dick look bigger.
Oh.
Makes your package pop out.
Ooh.
And sometimes the cock ring, I think, is supposed to let them last longer, right? Isn't that like part of it?
Yeah,
Oh,
cuts off circulation.
you know what would have been a fun show to have
I
like a
think.
bunch of sex toys and talk about them here, like on the table.
Mm.
It's like, look at this! It's like a gigantic dildo.
Mm.
I don't
Everyone
even-
wants to see that.
I don't really like. Do you guys like sex toys? I'm not a big fan. I don't think dildos feel great. I don't.
I had a dildo, but you know, I just got a vibrator for the first time. Like I would say in 2020 is the first time I ever had a vibrator. It was actually a gift from somebody.
Oh.
And then now I use vibrators. I've never before that used vibrators. Not
I
even
stopped
once.
using vibrators and any toys. I had them for I got my first vibrator, I think
When you were
14.
12?
I remember.
Your 7th birthday.
It was my
Just
friend's
kidding.
idea, and she was like, let's all go get vibrators. And we all got vibrators, and then we all got in sleeping bags and watched Cruel Intentions and buzzed ourselves till nothing happened. I don't think any of us came because we didn't know what the fuck we were
Right.
doing, but we
Right.
just buzzed in
That's
like
so
different
funny.
fucking Disney
Did you guys-
princess
did you guys-
sleeping bags while looking at fucking Ryan Phillippe and Reese Witherspoon
Oh, he was hot back then.
and Sarah Michelle
Aw,
Gellar.
What a memory.
Mm.
What a memory. Did you guys remember the time that you came? Like,
Yeah, I was like, oh my God,
Did you- was
why
it on
did it
your
take
own?
me so long? Yeah, on my own.
yeah, did you also on your own? Orgasm
Oh,
on your
yeah,
own?
it was on my own.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
got addicted. I couldn't stop once I
Really? I
started. I
can't
was like
remember.
masturbating all over the place.
I was really young and I didn't know I was masturbating.
Well, yeah.
And then when
Me
I
too.
realized I was masturbating in like 8th grade
Yeah.
biology when we're learning about sex and masturbating, my mind was like, oh my God, I've been masturbating my whole life. Oh my God.
Yeah. That's funny because I was a big masturbator as a kid, and then I stopped for years. And then, yeah, and I almost like forgot what the fuck I was doing. But I wasn't doing it right as a kid. I was doing the whole like cross your legs and rock back and forth until like I kind of peed myself. Like I just like, fucking get so into it.
I did the shower cap, the shower head.
I
shower head?
masturbate with a shower curtain.
Yeah. You know the shower head
Yeah.
when it goes on. That's how I learned how to do it, and I would
Nice.
just be in there for like an hour,
Yeah.
just trying to like get off.
are you
know what I
doing?
mean?
Yeah.
And the hot water would like run down.
Gone.
Yeah.
I remember I went through, so every time I would rock and pee myself or whatever the fuck I was doing, I would go change my underwear. And one time I went through my entire underwear drawer and then my sister's entire underwear drawer
Oh
in
my
a night.
gosh.
I couldn't stop. I stayed up like all night long. I was like
Really?
almost the sun rose and I was so into it. And I think that's when I stopped because I was like, I think I have a problem. But I was like 6 and I like knew
No,
I like needed to go
what?
cold turkey at 6. I was like, this is too much. Because I was like, I think I was
Did
so
anyone notice?
embarrassed. I think I was so embarrassed that I went through so many underwear that I was
Right.
like, I'm gonna get caught.
You have
Like
no
I was like,
explanation.
yeah.
Why are
so
you going through so many underwear?
yeah. So that's why I was like, I
Did your
can't.
parents get suspicious at any point? Or?
They don't know what the fuck was going on with anything. Yeah.
Yeah, nobody told me like what I was doing, so I would do it in front of.
Oh, you did it
people.
in front of people.
I did it too. Like I
Oh.
even showed my parents what I was doing. I was, look, mom and dad, and they were like, yeah, I'm gonna sleep in your bed.
Oh, I definitely
I was
wasn't
young.
showing
I was very
anyway.
young because I was just showing them. I didn't really come or anything, but I was like showing them. I'm like, look, I'm doing this thing, and they're just like looking at each other like,
Yeah, they're
yeah. They
everybody
were
just
like, what
closes
the
up.
fuck?
We're having a great time, and everyone in the room's like terrified.
See, my
Yeah.
niece used to masturbate in the bed next to me, and I'd be like, "Sweetie, that's what you do in private. You could totally do it, but you do this on your own time."
Aw.
That's a healthy relationship with an
Yeah.
adult or person
yeah,
in
or
your
Yeah.
really
family.
person.
We didn't have that.
Yeah.
My parents were
Apparently,
like,
Hollywood.
Well, I didn't want to shame her because I'm like, do
Right,
your
that's what
own
you're
fucking
supposed
thing.
to
But I'm
do.
like, shouldn't be doing this next to me. This is
Right.
something you do. It feels good. It's
Yeah.
nice, but do this when you're alone.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's would have
That's
been
cute. That's
Yeah.
helpful advice for me as a child.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I don't know why I knew not to do it in front of people, but I knew not to do it. But I think also because I remember there was little boys that were doing it, and I heard them getting yelled at about doing it. So I think that's also maybe why I knew not to do it in front of people.
Those are my dirty parts.
Yeah.
Not allowed to touch
Well,
on.
I just looked at them and I would be like, this is embarrassing. Like I felt embarrassed for them that their penis was out and they looked stupid. Like, and I didn't want to look stupid. I didn't want to look stupid. Like they looked like monkeys to me.
Boys look like they're missing something.
Yeah.
Like naked boys look like something's missing.
But also,
naked women look beautiful.
Yeah.
Naked boys, I love naked boys, but just something looks like it's.
well, they would have like I just feel like their face looks stupid. Like the
Then there's
you know, they
that.
start like looking like really. Like we all have bad O faces or beautiful, but usually bad. But boys especially, it's like, ugh, what's happening? What do you
Yeah.
think your O face? Do you know what your O face looks like?
I imagine it looks something like.
Oh,
that-
nice! I
is
like
that
that.
good?
What's your O face?
That's for me to know and no one else
Gosh,
to
you're
find
such
out.
a prude all of a
I
sudden.
am a
It's fucking
prude.
whack.
What's your old face?
I gotta think about it. I think mine's. I feel like I'm more like
like a squinter.
Like, I think I'm more like, yeah. I think it's that cute one. I think I'm more like.
I think we all look crazy.
I feel like I'm like.
We all look like we're getting hurt.
I'm like.
That's just all there is to it.
I think I'm definitely like. I think there's a tightness.
I like to use some like anime porn noises.
What?
What's
When
an
I-
anime
that?
porn noise?
Like, you know, like the like.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's your whole fucking voice. That's why you're doing it. You are
Yeah,
anime.
yeah,
You're a
you have a
cartoon.
high-pitched voice. I don't think I could do that.
She's got such a
I would sound
cartoon.
weird. I sound like a fucking bird. And I just got hit or something.
We just have to develop it. We just have to develop
Yeah.
it.
Develop it?
Yeah.
The voice is up in your nose. It's up.
I don't really make noises if I come or something. I'm like, keep going. Keep going. That's me.
Perfect.
Don't fucking stop.
That's me. Don't stop. No, oh my God, I'm coming for the first time in 10 years with a dick.
Have you ever smacked a guy after he came? That's my favorite thing to do.
I've gotten
Try it.
smacked, but I don't think I've ever smacked.
If you smack a guy in the face right after he comes, it's the best thing ever. Because he's
Really?
always caught off guard.
He's like,
and he's already kind of caught off guard. So you smack him, and then he's like, what the fuck? And you're like, oh, I was just kidding.
Yeah,
I think
you
if I
are
slap the guys
dominant. You
that
are
I'm with,
dominant.
They'll probably get mad at me.
Yeah, I think I would get fucking punched.
Who are you guys sleeping with?
Losers. I was kidding.
Men.
Oh my God. Choosing the bear.
Yeah,
That's-
men.
Jesus
No.
Christ.
I know
Okay.
my double X's ago. He would have loved that. He
See?
would have totally loved that. He would have been like, oh, do it again.
Tickle a guy.
Yeah.
Have you ever poked a guy in the butthole? Like when he wasn't
No.
expecting it? That's super
Mm-mm.
fun.
No.
You
I
ever
feel like
make
I've
the
a-
guys I'm
any
with will
butt
not
play,
like that shit.
any butt play I've ever done, they've like wanted.
Yeah.
They've wanted.
Yeah, the guys I'm with are like, they would not. First of all, I don't like putting my finger in anyone's butt unsolicited because who knows what's happening down there. I'd rather it be planned. Like, all right, I'm going to do this. I'm going to clean down there, make sure it's all nice. Because I am not sticking my hand or anything anywhere without consent. Because, like, I don't know. I feel scary. You know what I mean? Because, like,
I live on the edge. I do.
Yeah.
Living
Yeah.
on the edge.
And I also like to make men giggle. And if you want to make a man giggle, really like, woo, like
tickle their
that,
balls.
just like poke him in the butt. And then,
I think the guys that I deal with, they're
It's
going to be,
great.
what the fuck are you doing? And ruin the whole moment.
I want to get you new men. Who are these men that you are dating?
New man.
You're like getting punched in the face.
New
like people are
men.
getting mad at you. Who are these men?
I know. I don't
Do
do
you
those
like
type
it?
of things.
Do you like getting mad? And then they get mad at you a little
No,
bit.
I hate that shit.
Then who are these? We're
Yeah, then
cleaning
get
the
rid of
slate.
it.
Come hang out with me. Let's go find some men you
Some
can
men that are
smack.
fun.
Yeah.
I can smack. All right, maybe.
Yeah, let's
I don't know, maybe.
check
Yeah.
out new horizons.
I love it. Where do you find your men?
Oh, wherever they come up. I'm very much a. I'm very much a.
It sounded
person-
like they're like growing out of the sidewalk. She's like, oh, I just wait for them. I seed them,
Yeah.
water them, and then they sprout.
I know. That's what it sounds like.
So I had one experience with a dating app, and I'll never do dating apps ever again. And then I'm very much a person who believes that the universe is always guiding me and it's always protecting me. So we'll just go with that, and whoever pops up, pops up. And so far, that's been pretty good, except for the one person on the dating app. Whenever I was just letting shit flow and let it come to me, that's always when there's those people. If it didn't work out romantically, they're still my friends in
That's
some way,
so
shape, or form. And they never
nice.
lied to me about what they wanted or any of that.
Wow.
But on the dating apps,
That's funny. I've had such.
Yeah.
I have better luck on dating apps. I've had luck all the time. I've met people, but
good. I don't know.
yeah.
You can't smack your guy in the
Yeah,
face.
she's like, I don't know if I trust the people you've been dating.
Well, I don't know. I never thought about smacking a guy, so that's one thing. It's not really my style, you know, because I'm more of a
Just
person that's like
lightly.
a little different.
Just
I've
a-
never considered doing that in my entire life. So it's like maybe that's probably why. You know?
But she's also more sub, remember?
yeah,
That's true. That's
yeah.
true.
I don't like
That's
being like
true.
that. So
To me,
yeah,
I
like
could see myself. I'm also, like I said, a switch. So it depends on the person,
Mhm.
and like, yeah, it
100%.
depends on who I'm with. But if it's something I think they'd be into, hell yeah, I'd get into it. 'Cause
Yeah.
my pleasure is pleasure.
What
Like
about choking?
choking's hot.
Choking's hot for them,
I like either way.
right? Me too.
Yeah, I don't think a sub guy turns me on. That's the thing. If a guy was sub, I wouldn't be interested like at all. I'd be like,
I'm with that.
That's probably why I haven't met guys like that, because it doesn't interest me. It doesn't like make me want to be like, I want to get. I'd be like,
Well, all the guys I've ever smacked in the face were totally not subs. I just like to shake it up. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm just like that.
I
I got
like
the
a little devil.
spice edition.
Yeah.
oh, that's true.
Can you cup us quick?
Oh, sure.
I want to see what this feels like. Where do you want to be cupped, Valeria?
Maybe like on my arm.
She wants to be cupped on her arm. Can you cup me somewhere like on my neck or my shoulder?
Yeah, my
or
neck.
something?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
I'm excited. Actually, my sister does cupping. I've never done cupping.
You're gonna do one, right? Just one cup?
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. Yeah, because I want to go somewhere that makes sense. That's gonna.
I love that we're like finding a way. We're getting
It's
oh,
happening
it's quick.
right now.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm scared a little. Oh,
Don't be
this
scared.
It kind of sounded like a fart.
It does. And it might pop off and it'll sound like a fart again.
How exciting.
Yeah.
Are you going to cup
Leave
yourself?
it there,
Or you
just
already
leave it?
cupped the shit out of yourself. Look at how do you put them on your back like that?
You squeeze one side like so.
Wait on. I got to see where you are. All right. How do we
Do I
cup?
not
Show us how
move?
you
Do I
cup.
just stand still? Like,
You can move. You can roll out the
oh,
shoulders.
no, I don't want to. It feels really tight. I just want to stand.
Do you want me to make it less tight?
No, I'll just stand. Just.
Is
like
it
this.
uncomfortable?
No, it's not uncomfortable.
I love this.
We can fix
This is
it.
amazing. I get why
Just
people do this now.
Wow, I could do this on my own? Like,
Yeah, go cup yourself. That's what we call it.
Go cup yourself. Wait, hold on. So where do you get these?
Amazon.
Shut up.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to totally get
Wait,
these.
are they always plastic, or some people do?
There are different types.
Glass.
There's plastic, there's glass, and then the silicone ones.
Oh,
Okay,
cool.
which one do you recommend for
The
a beginner?
silicone.
Okay, because
Silicone.
they're easiest and safest.
Easiest, safest, travel, they're easy to use, all the reasons. You don't have to use fire to heat up
Oh,
the glass
yeah.
to suck it on. And
Oh,
then
no, that
and
sounds
then
too much.
the plastic ones come with a little vacuum attachment that you gotta like pump and
Pump
suck.
it.
So those are hard to manipulate yourself.
Yeah.
But these are the easiest
Oh
ones, I
man,
think.
this actually feels really nice.
This feels amazing.
Try
need
it.
these.
Try it. Now
Try
that you're like
moving and it
yeah.
brings like more tension or blood to it.
Oh,
See,
yeah.
I feel like this
Mhm.
would be great on your boobs.
I'm gonna put it on my boobs.
Put it on your boob.
Don't look.
Don't look. Wait, we'll put it on us. Don't. Nellie's being modest.
Oh wow.
She's either gonna scream or she's gonna be in ecstasy. Which will she be? Vote now. Can we see your nipple?
Is it weird?
I don't think we see your
How does it
nipple.
feel?
It
How
looks
does
like
it
a cool
feel?
boob.
It feels
Do you want to be on camera like this or no?
like cuppy.
All right.
Yeah, we can show.
All right. I like
God,
it.
I hope that we can show.
Does it feel good?
It doesn't feel bad. I wonder what it's gonna make my.
Oh, it may make your boobie not so cutie.
I can't even really tell what.
It's
what's
gonna be.
going
Well, you
on.
might need to do two because otherwise you're gonna have one red boobie and one non-red boobie.
It made like
A tiny little bit
a
of.
little hickey. right
That's
there.
hot.
Yeah.
Oh, well, are
Let
you
me ask
dating
you.
anyone right now? Because if they are, they're gonna be like, "What the fuck? Who's been here?"
Let me ask you a question. If I do this, does it help like the release?
Mhm.
I love that it looks like I have boobs on my back. Look at these juggalas. Look at these.
That's a new character.
juggalas. Yeah,
it feels-
boobs
it
on the
fe-
back.
It feels really nice. It feels like a really strong pressure.
It's pulling all the stagnant fluids. It's pulling circulation to that space because when your tissues get all bound up in your muscles,
That's
and
a
everything
knot.
gets really tight. It cuts off circulation, so all that yummy oxygen-filled blood can't get in there to
and that's
heal.
what you're doing when you're massaging people. And what about yoga? Because I'm trying to get into yoga. Like I'm doing hot yoga. I did it one time, but like I'm gonna get into it more.
And you're like, I'm gonna get in. I did it once, but I'm gonna get into
Yeah,
it.
well, I used to do Brigham yoga, and I did that for like a year. And this was like years ago, and now I can't seem to find it now. I guess because like the guy got sued for being something, so probably why people don't use the word. But well, yoga also helps with this, right? This is kind of like
So, yes. It depends on the yoga, because in yoga you can do a lot of chaturanga, the push-ups where you're down and you scoop up, and then sometimes you go back and then you go
the
up to downward
chaturangas,
dog.
downward dogs.
So you do like 50 million push-ups essentially. So you're putting more tension.
Yeah.
And then you're doing planks, so that's more tension, and it's all on the same plane. It's the same plane that we use when we're like this.
Yeah.
So our planes of movement. So you're just putting more and more and more and more and
So
more
that's not
pressure.
necessarily good.
Yoga's
No.
not necessarily good. You want to stretch. You want to definitely stretch, but it might not necessarily be. It doesn't necessarily have to be yoga.
Because I think I needed this for a really long time.
You want me to move them? Different spot?
I don't know. I'm
gonna do
like
it.
having a moment.
I'm-
right
Oh my
now.
God, she's gonna
I'm
do
coming.
whatever.
I'm
She's coming.
Doing it to you.
I need it. I want to put it like somewhere else on my back. I fucking love it actually.
We're gonna go along.
Ooh.
So your trap and your deltoid pretty much work together.
Oh,
So
wow.
Let those guys work together.
Wow.
Ooh.
Wait, and and you do these surfaces because I'm gonna have to
Surfaces.
I do
Yeah,
these
she does.
services.
She does.
I've been a massage therapist for 20 years.
And she does at
God.
her home, and
Really?
she
I'm gonna have
does.
to come
I
over
know.
so you give me, like some type of massage.
I know.
So
I need something
you're gonna-
drained.
Yeah, I'll be happy to.
Wow. It feels
Please
even
help
crazier
those
on
out.
here.
I know. This is amazing.
Wow. And it's supposed to really make you feel less stressed too, right?
And yeah, massage will make you feel less stressed. Cupping, not necessarily. Just because it can trigger, like your, what's the word I'm looking for? It's not necessarily relaxing because it can fucking hurt a lot. So
okay.
Really?
yeah, so it can stimulate more than relax,
Got it.
depending.
Where does it hurt? Because this doesn't really hurt. It
Good.
just feels
Yeah.
nice.
That's
Yeah, I
good.
like it.
Like a
It feels like a
pressure.
suck.
Good. It can hurt. If it just kind of depends on how much tension's there. It depends on
Yeah.
your level of pain tolerance.
Yeah.
It
Right.
has,
But it's not important for it to kind of hurt a little. Like, isn't it
No.
not good? But like sometimes it has to hurt for it to be like released.
That's a
or-
Has
common
to
mis-
hurt.
that's a
to
common
be
misconception.
Oh.
You can actually. It's funny. If you do more relaxing strokes, softer strokes, you can sometimes relieve something easier and faster than when you go in hard because you're
Yeah.
already in a
Yeah,
state of
I've
emergency.
I've never liked those really strong massages. I
They hurt.
prefer like a medium, not too soft, but not too hard, like just right. You know? what
Yeah,
I mean?
yeah.
Like a nice firm.
Searching for perfection.
Yeah.
I get that.
Yeah.
I love it. All right, so we got to
100%.
wrap up this episode. We've done so much, and I've loved it so much.
No.
I know, but doesn't mean we can't continue. We're thinking about martinis after. I don't know how you like a martini, but we're thinking about that, going in that direction for the evening. Okay, so I want to think of one last quick spicy question to ask her. Something coming to your mind, spicy wise? Have you been propositioned
And
for sex, love, money, sex, love? Sex, love, money, sex,
Money.
So I used to do the foot parties. The people that proposition me the most are like fetish people that want me to, put my feet on their face, or people that want me to step on them, or
Mhm.
those kinds of things. So yeah, all still.
Do you like that?
Yeah, it's fun.
Do you have pretty feetsies?
That's what the foot fetish people.
It
say.
sounds like you must have pretty feetsies.
I think I like them. Size 9.
Ooh.
With the bones that they like to see, and
the bones.
the toes are where they.
Isn't
need
that
to be.
interesting? Isn't that interesting? Because
Yeah.
there's things like the way
Mhm.
you spread your toes can
Mhm.
really turn them on if you get like a
Really?
The way
spread.
the toes go like that.
Mhm.
You know how they
Slant.
it's all the little.
Wow.
Yeah.
Right,
I've
they
been-
have to be perfectly proportionate, or.
Yeah, I've been told my feet are gorgeous. Like I have my size. I have wear a size 5.5, 6,
Oh, you
Oh.
and they're
teeny.
really bony and like long.
Yeah, well, I love your hands.
People would
Yeah.
love that.
She's got, look at these tiny little fingers.
So my
Oh.
feet are
pretty.
kind of the same. Like
Oh
Yeah.
wow!
They're so pretty.
But my-
Can you picture a penis in this? Just looks so big.
it looks
Just make any
gigantic.
penis look gigantic. Look at that.
Wow, you have like perfect
Yeah.
lady hands.
Little
Right?
dainty
I've always
lady
been told I
hands.
should be a hand model, but you know.
Yeah,
Oh,
beautiful.
yes. I have like
Dun,
terrifying
dun.
man hands because of massage therapy.
Stop.
Well, no, they're it's okay.
No, but your
Look
hands
at
are good for your profession.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
necessary.
Yeah, there's never been a penis that's been unhappy or a shoulder.
Aw.
You can find me at weirdo_mermaid on Instagram.
She don't want the kids part. She wants adult mermaid fun.
Yes, we are mermaid strippers.
Yeah, mermaid strippers. And don't call them otherwise, okay?
That's right.
And this has been Grim Gals Spice Edition.
hope you felt
Naughty.